Hi, Harvey, it's Morgan here. Yeah, must be a bit of a bitter pill for you guys to swallow because there were some really great moments from you guys this evening, and I suppose quite a few soft moments as well. But that's probably first game of the season, if you want to put it like that, and a lot of things to work on.
Yeah, Morgan, there's definitely a lot to work on, but my feeling is that we let it slip in the first half. We had 3 great opportunities to score, and we didn't finish any of those while we were leading 17 points to 6. So we didn't put them to bed, and we've given them a sniff just before halftime, and in the second half gave away a lot of possession, and in the end 2 penalties to get them close to our try line, and they did well there in the end to outwork us and to score that last try.
Is there any news on Specky's knee, or was it more precautionary with his future in mind and your next game?
Yeah, no, he will definitely not play in the next 2 games. He was limping after the game, and he will go and see a specialist maybe on Monday, and then we'll get his opinion, but it doesn't look good.
Maar is dit so 'n lekker tweestryd gewees het, as Speckies nog oppas teen Senaatlat. Dit sou 'n heerlike tweestryd gewees het.
Ja, dit sou, Johan, dit het vir ons dinge baie moeilik gemaak toe Rasco so vroeg moes afgaan. Hy is 'n key ou in ons span, en toe hy afgaan, toe moes ek vir David Brits vleuel toe skuif wat eintlik 'n senter is, en toe later vir Tiaan Meyer wat darmal baie wedstryde vir die Cheetahs daar gespeel het. Maar dit het 'n groot invloed op die game gehad. Speckies is 'n kwaliteitsspeler, hy's een van ons huidige springbokke, en dit is moeilik om hom te vervang, en ons het ook nie 'n buite-agterspeler op die bank gehad nie, so dit het nou al daai skuwe noodsaaklik gemaak, maar dis nie 'n verskoning nie. Ons moes nie verloor het nie. Ten spyte daarvan het ek gevoel ons het die eerste helfte genoeg kansse geskep om punte aan te teken wat ons nie gebruik het nie.
Obviously, having said that about Specky's going off so early, but also did probably give Daniel Kasende that opportunity to make that step up, which he did tonight, and then David Britt and Afadu were both absolutely sensational this evening on the back line, or in the back line.
Yeah, Dan played really well. I'm glad that he received the Man of the Match award. He deserved it. One mistake which cost us 7 points before halftime. That's just a bit of experience on that cross kick where he went for the ball 10 meters from their try line, and Leland Zas gathered the ball and they scored a long range try against us, which brought them back into the game and led them in halftime in the change room with a positive mindset. So he should have done something different there and just let him catch the ball and tackle him. But that's lessons we learn as we go, and I've spoken to him afterwards and told him that he played really well, and that was sort of the only mistake.
Aiden, as a player, what was it like playing in front of 1,300 spectators this evening?
Excuse me. No, Morgan, that was awesome. It was awesome to have the fans back at the stadium, and we're looking forward to having them back on Wednesday night.
Avis, hi. Net op die vertoning, voel jy die ouens kon dalk gedink het, dinge het bliklik gekom, dat hulle keer op keer deurgekom het, en dan net nie daai finishing touch kon aansit nie, want julle het die WP heeltemal uitoorlê dan na eerste helfte.
Ja, ek het dit nou al so 'n paar keer gesê, dis vir my die draaipunt in die wedstryd gewees dat ons in die eerste helfte nie daai 3 gedruk het met al die lynbreuke wat ons gekry het nie, en dit werk maar ongelukkig baie keer in hierdie game so dat as jy nie jou geleenthede goed genoeg gebruik nie, dan gee jy die ander span 'n kans om terug te kom, en ons het 1 of 2 sagte drieë afgestaan vir al daai een voor rustyd. Was teen die verloop van spel gewees, en vir hulle 'n kans gegee om met 1 punt minder as ons in die kleedkamer in te gaan, waar ek gevoel het ons moes rustyd ten minste 15 punte voor gewees het.
Maar jy moet ook tevrede wees hoe die ouens gevaar het, sien dat omtrent, wat is dit, 15 eerste keuse spelers nie vandag op die veld was vir julle nie.
Ja, ons het baie spelers uit met beserings, 2 wat by Namibië is, Frans wat by die Bokke is en so aan, maar dit is nie vir my 'n verskoning nie. Ons span het hard gewerk die laaste 5-6 weke. Ons het goed voorberei en ek voel ons het nie goed genoeg gespeel vanaand nie en weet teen 'n jong span verloor. Hulle is talentvol, baie spoed en hulle het geweet wat na ons kant toe kom. Ons het hulle nie onderskat nie. Ons het geweet hulle gaan met alles kom en as jy vir hulle geleenthede gee, gaan hulle drie kan druk. So die eerste helfte het ons dit reg gekry om hulle tot en met die 39ste minuut nie 3 te gee nie. Maar in die tweede helfte was ons sag gewees en het hulle te veel momentum gekry as hulle aangeval het en eintlik maklik ons lyn gebreek by tye, so dit is onverskoonbaar.
Is daar nog enige vrae?
Yeah, sorry, Ronald. Just one last one from me to Aiden. Gideon also making his official debut for the Cheetahs this evening. What does he bring to the party as a loose forward? I've got to ask you as a loose forward.
No, Gideon has a massive engine on him. You can see in the game as well. He fits wings on the point, and he works really hard. He slows our ball down or their ball. He's in every breakdown, and his tackling and work rate is just phenomenal. So it's nice playing alongside him.
Obviously, net iets oor Siamasuku se vertoon en hoe hy teen Sasha Ngomezulu opgeweeg het.
Asia het goed geskop bale toe, al sy skoppe oorgeskop en goed uit die hand uit geskop takties. Ek voel op die aanval het hulle dit reg gekry 'n paar keer om ons af te sny net aan sy buitekant, so ons sal 'n bietjie daaraan werk, bietjie vinniger van die lyn af en die bal bietjie vroeër buitentoe laat gaan. Ons het baie keer spasie en nommers gehad waar ons gevang is binnekant. Maar oor die algemeen, ek dink hy het lanklaas daar gespeel, laasweek 'n bietjie teen Zimbabwe en voor dit, ek dink in Spanje voordat hy by ons aangesluit het omtrent 'n jaar gelede. So oor die algemeen tevrede met sy vertoning en daar sal klein goedjies wees waaraan ons gaan werk om net bietjie meer effektief te maak op die aanval. Wat Sasha betref, jammer ek het nou nie dit geantwoord nie. Ek dink hy was vanaand regtig indrukwekkend. Ek ken hom, of het hom die eerste keer sien speel onder 16 vir Bishops en kon toe al sien hier's 'n spesiale talent. En hy het vanaand nie teruggestaan op die verdediging nie. Hy skop die bal baie ver, goed palle toe, baie goed op die aanval. So ek dink in hom en Jordan Hendricks is daar 2 ongelooflik talentvolle jong losskakels wat vorentoe groot hoogtes gaan bereik.
Is daar nog enigiets van jou kant, Jawies?
Ja, ons is reg, dankie.
Sy baie dankie.
Rito,
Right, the table is
must
open.
be. Thanks, Ronald. Rito, you must be thrilled considering a lot of those combinations are essentially brand new, and in a week to come together like that and fight to the end like that, especially, must be pleasing for you.
Yeah, Mikey, we're quite happy with the performance. Like we said earlier in the week, it was all about building depth for the senior team and to let the youngsters step up and produce a good performance, which they did today. So we're quite chuffed with it.
Yeah, obvious that they were hungry and keen to impress. I mean, and that's also why you're going to get tries at the end of the halves, both halves up at altitude. So, I mean, the energy clearly there.
Yeah, there was definitely good energy. But when we went into the change room at halftime, we thought, we dropped the intensity a bit, so we had to tighten up the screws. And I think the boys pitched up in the second half. The intensity was a little bit higher. They showed more hunger, and we were quite happy to see that try come through from those few lineouts in the last few minutes of the game.
Cool.
Hi, Rito. Especially as a forwards coach, I guess on the win, you must be pretty chuffed with how the youngsters in the pack stood up today, considering the guys they played again.
Yeah, no, very, very happy. I mean, if we look at the front row, it's the same guys that played a little bit. They like sat on the bench in the URC, and they got quite a number of scrum penalties. So it was quite nice to see how Sazi, Leon, and Andre Fenter, stood up to a tough Cheetahs pack. And must also remember that JJ first 30 minutes was playing out of position. So we wanted to see his work rate, you know, and then later we swapped him to hooker. The two locks, I thought they did really, really well, especially Connor Evans. Usually a 4-lock. When Dylan went off nice and early, he took charge of the line out, was quite accurate, was very brave, especially with the last two. You know, I was quite impressed that they were brave enough to go for the back ball. Nama led from the front as a captain, high work rate, made a lot of tackles, was very impressive, and Marcel has been good all year round. So we're quite happy with how these boys stepped up, and as the reserves came in, they also sort of kept the same intensity. So very, very happy with how they sort of took on this powerful Cheetahs pack and, you know, refused to be dominated.
Rita, just a thought on the competition. Of course, it's a new competition in South Africa, but quite nice that there is an incentive for a team for playing well and players playing well.
Sorry, I missed that a bit.
Just your thoughts on the competition. Although it's a new competition in South Africa, it is quite nice for that there can be an incentive for the winning teams and incentives for players really producing on the field.
Yeah, 100%. I think from our side, you know, it's given us a great opportunity to sort of strengthen our depth. You know, if there hasn't been much rugby happening lately besides under 21s. So the guys in the middle, you know, the guys that are not making the URC team, they haven't had much game time. So this was a great opportunity. And you know, the prize money and all of that just puts the cherry on top. So for us, the game is more with the boys getting more game time. And us building more depth for our team.
Have you guys got any word on how serious Dylan's injury looks?
Not yet. He's busy with the medical stuff right now, so we'll probably hear in the next couple of minutes, but hopefully it's nothing serious.
All right, any more questions?
Yes, thanks, Rino. Rito, just on the
Rita, are
defense.
you qualified to talk about the back line?
I'm all right.
I thought the back three were incredible.
Yeah,
Three of them.
Look, I think the back line generally did really well. You know, I'll start off with Sasha. I think he really stood up and showed some guts, made quite a lot of tackles, was really, really impressive. Instinct kind of player, made some good passes, made some 1 or 2 line breaks, made some good decisions. And if we were to talk about the back three, was quite impressed with how Siabela, after having played for a long time, comes back from injury, was really impressive. And he was a very great leader at the back, communicated well with the players, kept them their feet on the ground. Dylan Lates is always, Tristan Lates, always been good for us. It was nice for him to get some game time. Also was very threatening from the back once the Cheetahs kicked. Thought he operated well. Zas on the high ball was pretty good. It's a pity that he got off quite early, but the back three was quite impressive.
Rito,
Leighton, you're breaking up. I can't hear you, man.
hopefully you are qualified to answer this question as well. That prize money that the guys won, can you not hear me?
I'm
what about
struggling.
now?
I'm
The
struggling.
internet in
to hear
series
you.
is battling.
Yeah, look, Leighton, I can't hear you, but I just heard about the prize money. I'm sure you're probably asking what we're going to do.
No,
with it.
apologies. It's on my side that the signal is a bit bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. Thing is gone. Look, Leighton, if you're asking what we're going to do about the prize money.
Yes.
You know, in the perfect world, we'd like the boys to share it, but, you know, obviously, we'll have to go back and really talk about it, talk to the powers that be and make a decision on what we're going to do with it. But it's nice to win a bit of money.
All right, any last questions?
I'm good, thanks for now.
Dankie.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Ronel.
Ronel.
Can you hear that?
No. I'll send the recording.
Leeton, you need to sort the internet out in series, mate.
All right, cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.